The ego has landed. Me, myself, and I. Hello, I'm H.G. Tudor. Harry's wife has now arrived in Dusseldorf, ready to make the Invictus Games the Harry's Wife Games. The only reason that she is there is to control people, to draw fuel from them by way of their responses, to ensure that she can obtain character traits from some of the people that she will meet, and, importantly, to manage her facade, which is a residual benefit. Her narcissism causes her to believe that she cares about the whole event, but she doesn't. And as soon as she has arrived, she is immediately up to her old antics, which demonstrate how her narcissism shines through. The Duchess of Sussex has said she cannot wait to one day bring her children to the Invictus Games, as she addressed athletes, their friends and relatives just 2 hours after landing in Germany. Notice that she shows that sense of entitlement whereby she has to address the athletes, their friends and relatives. Why? She hasn't devised Invictus. She isn't a patron. She's the wife of Prince Harry. But once again, she believes that people want to hear from her. And as you'll find out shortly, what she has to say is yet more of her meaningless, dull word salad. A tsunami of beigeness, which, frankly, sums up how tediously dull this woman is. Making mention of the fact that she'd like to bring her children smacks of future faking, referencing a future event to assert control and draw fuel in the now. Whisked from the airport to her hotel, she had a rapid turnaround, getting ready in less than an hour. Isn't she talented? Absolutely brilliant. Imagine that, getting ready in less than an hour, before re-emerging alongside Prince Harry to attend a private party for all Invictus teams and their supporters. Wearing a black Banana Republic dress, a second-hand Bottega Veneta belt, and a coloured bracelet given to her by a member of the Canadian team, the Duchess spoke off the cuff. Oh, she's just absolutely fantastic, isn't she? As she addressed the 1,600 people gathered at a conference centre at the airport. Well, it's not exactly filling arenas in her own name, but she'll take it, because there's 1,600 tertiary sources that will all be responding to what she has to say, and that provides her with a substantial amount of fuel, albeit not especially potent. But the applause that she would undoubtedly have received, born out of politeness, will have provided her with a large amount of fuel in those moments, and of course reinforced in her own mind what a legend she is. She apologised, false contrition, for being a little late to the party. Yes, rather than come over with her husband, she, of course, like a typical narcissist, needs to make her own entrance, that she doesn't come with him, but comes a day or two later so that it can all be about here. Hi, everyone, I'm here. She explained that she had stayed at home in California to settle the children. Triangulation, Prince Archie IV and Princess Lilibet II, before flying out to join her husband. One, we don't need to know that, but she deems that she does because she's triangulating people and managing that facade of being a good mother. Then, what we also have is the fact that it's talking about her. We don't care why you've turned up a bit later, but you believe that everybody does. And of course, doesn't she have nannies, etc., and a staff that are there? Just like so many of you, we know that this is about family and friends and the community that Invictus has created. And so I just had to spend a little more time getting our little one settled at home, getting milkshakes and doing the school drop-off, and I just landed a couple of hours ago, she said. Me. Who gives a rat's ass when you arrived? Who gives a rat's ass what you've been doing? Who gives a rat's ass if you've been getting the milkshakes in? Nobody fucking cares. But of course, this narcissist believes that everybody does, because she believes that she's the centre of the universe. I'm thrilled that the first event that I can do for Invictus is here with all of you. It is amazing, and I hear the week so far has got off to a good start. Is that right? Harry's wife added, "We are looking forward to such a fantastic week. Have the best time. We're going to be cheering for you, and we can't wait to one day be able to bring our kids so they can experience just how amazing this is." Well, you could have brought them now, I suppose, but you didn't. The Duchess said she was really, really proud to be part of the Invictus family, thanking the party hosts, the Fisher House Foundation, which builds homes that military personnel and their families can stay in while their loved ones are in hospital. I was really fortunate to go and visit one of the houses in Los Angeles just a couple of weeks ago, and I was so moved by everything that they do because they understand, as you do, as my husband does in creating the Invictus Games, how much the value of rehabilitation matters, not just as a solitary experience, but as a family, she said. Although not scheduled to do so, Harry also addressed the crowd by popular demand. This is your chance to connect with each other, because everyone here is at a different phase of their healing process, whether as an individual or as a family, he said. The fact of the matter is, everybody in this room has some form of shared experience, so use this moment to connect with each other. Swap photos, swap numbers. You can airdrop photos without even needing to share your number these days. It's fantastic. Aid revealed that Harry's wife has not travelled with a hairstylist or makeup artist, opting instead to do it herself. Isn't she fantastically talented, being able to do that? Absolutely astonishing that she can do her own hair and makeup. But what you're treated to there is the same me, myself, and I. Talking about herself, not really talking about the event itself, other than saying that it's amazing and how she's looking forward to being part of it. But it's all about, here's what I've been doing. I was settling the children. I was organising milkshakes. That's why I'm late. Nobody is interested. But her level of self-absorption is such that she believes that everybody thinks that they want to know about it. Her narcissism drives her to talk in such terms, not about the competitors, not about what they're dealing with, but what she's been doing, her journey, what she's been doing with the children. It shows how self-absorbed she is. It shows how she is just singularly focused on her world and doesn't care about anybody else. It's hardly a surprise, but here she is, having arrived at the Invictus Games, and it's only now going to be the case that she is going to make it all about her, as she revels in the attention, the fuel, the opportunity to say to people, look at me, and to lord it over them. Undoubtedly, there'll be plenty more of this over the next few days. I'm H.G. Tudor. Thank you for listening.